Hello and welcome back to my channel, Brahmaloka Tarot, for another pick a card reading. And this reading is not your typical love reading. I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards, and then there's different tarot decks that will be used for each and every pile. So let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and your crystals selected for your reading. Pile number 1. This is your card, the Messiah. And that is with this rose quartz crystal, and it's in a shape of an angel figurine. Pile number 2 is this card, Lover. And that's with this Rhodonite double pointed crystal. Really beautiful there. And then pile number 3 has this card, Student. And that is with this ruby and zoisite, beautiful ruby in the rough crystal. I think I got a little, oh, so sad. Anyhow, beautiful, beautiful crystal. Please take a look at these 3 piles. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. And once you have chosen your pile or piles, go down to the comments section where there's a pinned timestamp, or you could go down to the description box where the timestamps are there as well and click on that, and it'll bring you to your separate readings. See you soon. Hi, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. This is not your typical love reading, and if you chose this pile, then this is your significator card, Messiah. And it says light attribute, serving humanity with humility, and down below it says shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And then we have this rose quartz crystal in the shape of an angel. So I'll place this angel over here on the corner side here, so it's with us. And I have channeled messages for each and every pile. So I'll start with the channel messages and then take a couple of tarot cards, and then we'll dive into the oracle cards that have been pre-shuffled already for your group. So let me jump to this, not your typical love reading. I see a pulsating golden pink heart, and with every pulse, every pump, the heart grows bigger. So expansive is the heart. Awaken, awaken. Oh, my heart, how it burns with passionate love. What is this? Riddled with anxious excitement, as if falling in love for the first time. Butterflies in the stomach, I purge and plunge in heart first into all that I do and everyone I meet, because I now know love, how it follows me everywhere. I remember the days where I used to say and recite, ah, how I long for the day when an instant separation from thee, O Govinda, will be as 1,000 years, when my heart burns away with its desires, and a world without thee is a heartless void. I sigh a breath of relief, knowing now what I know about love. It is everywhere. It's in me, it's in you, it's in the plants, trees, animals, the air, the mountains, the oceans, the beings and beasts of this world and beyond. Love has permeated and purified my thoughts, my actions, my work, my interactions. How did I not see this before? I forgive myself for not seeing it. I forgive others too. I dance in the rivers of ecstasy now that I know how to navigate this world, with the false lens of fear removed, so love shines through it all. I give all my heart and soul to the great Creator, the one without a second, the Beloved. I am here, awakened to love, so now I may spread love to all of humanity, to ease the suffering of others, because I have walked this path and know it intimately. And I wrote down, work with rose quartz for the next week. This was before the rose quartz actually popped out for your group. And then it says, visualize the color pink or gold pink enveloping your body right now, bathing you and infusing you with this beautiful light. And then Work with archangels Metatron and Raphael. Call upon them for guidance. Okay. Wow. There's a lot of energy already flowing through right now for your group, and it is amazing. It just feels like, yeah, it kind of feels like excitement. Yeah. Okay, let's put that over here and jump into your reading. We'll do actually these two cards because these two cards are from a partial tarot deck, and then we'll get a couple more tarot cards from your deck right here. Okay. We have the number 6, love, the Lover's card popped up for your group. And then 19, shine. So you have 2 major arcanas. Number 6 is the Lovers, number 19 is the Sun. Wow. Love, shine, shine love. I almost want to do it like this. Shine love. Yeah, shine love. Let's get a couple of cards, tarot cards. Ooh, the Fool. Wow, look at this. 3 major arcanas. Should I do one more? Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. The High Priestess. Okay, 4 major arcana. You guys have a major influence on those around you, major influence in the world. You are a major influence in the world. I think that you'll come to understand this if you don't already, but you have a lot of love to give, and you have a lot of love within you, and you feel love. Yeah, this is not your typical love reading, so I'll just tell you right now that this may be kind of like just I want everyone to feel the love, no matter if you're with a person or on your own, or you have, like, you know, your animal friends, whatever. For this Valentine's Day coming up, and for every day coming up, I want you to love yourself just as much as you love any of the people who are close to you or animals who are close to you in your life, because that's exactly, you know, what I'm getting in this. It's like shine love into every opportunity here. And 0 is the Fool. The Fool represents like infinite possibilities, infinite opportunities. And this is the base chakra, right? The red color is a base chakra. So that root chakra is to do with security, to do with how we relate to love and fear. It definitely connects to the amygdala. I know it's down in the base chakra, but that connects to the fight or flight response as well. So look at this and the confidence she exudes and the strength that she holds in this being the Fool. She's experiencing this like self-confidence, shining her light in the darkness of the forest. Look at all the colors, the reds and pinks as well. And then the High Priestess is another confident, beautiful being that's full of light, that is unafraid to, you know, speak the truth into everything. It's like the highest level of integrity that you can have is your intuition. And your intuition brings you back to this shining of love in your life. Shining love outward to others because you yourself feel that love within you. And it's a choice that you can make. With the 6, the Lover's card, that's always like a sign of making a choice. Okay, do I choose love in this moment? And how can I show that? How can I be that? How can I exude that? How can I exist with this love? And if I'm feeling a little down some days, how can I bring myself up into the vibration of love or above again, so that it helps throughout the days, right? But this is you. This is you. You are a loving being of light. And some may even consider you as a great teacher. This says the Messiah right here. Messiah says serving humanity with humility, because you've gone through it already. It said it in the channeled messages, right? That you've gone through this. Let me see if I can find it again. I don't know. Yeah. So love shines. It's interesting. Yeah. Shine love. And it says love shines. Maybe the other way around would have been fine too. Through it all, I give all my heart and soul to the great creator, the one without a second, the beloved. I am here, awakened to love, so now I may spread love to all of humanity, to ease the suffering of others, because I have walked the path and know it intimately. And that means that you've loved and you've lost, and you've loved and you've lost. And yet you continue to shine your love into every situation and all people and all interactions every single day of your life. This is, even if you're still working on shining love, maybe this is just a remembrance of that. Like if you can find the moments within each and every day to like shine love into it, or to be in that higher vibration of love. Whew. Okay, let's see what your other cards are. Magnum Opus, the Great Work, LXI. So that's 61, is that? The Great Work, the number 3 right there. The Great Work. It reminds me of the Empress card, especially with the number 3, and it says the great work. So there's something that's like blooming or coming to fruition right now in your life. Maybe this is your life's work. This is the great work. I know that I'm talking to certain artists and musicians out there, and you might understand this. Like your life's work gets placed into the work that you do, into the art, into the music that you play. And this can be experienced through others' eyes and ears. They can really feel that love that you put into your work. And this is the work that humanity needs as well. That humanity is so desperately needing is your work, your light, your love, shining that forth into everything that you do. And into the work that you do as well. And if you're saying, well, I don't really love my job and blah, 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 it's not about the job per se. It's about how you go about doing the job, right? Because I understand not every job is fun every time. This is the great work, though, for you to work on yourself, for you to express yourself and expand your love, your vibration. And that's going to attract other people in your life. So if this is, I know this is not your typical love reading. It's kind of like a pretty high vibrational here, the lover above state. But if you're looking for a partner, a new intimate partner, a lover, a friend, a confidant, someone who you can like spend the rest of your life with, if you're in that state of receptivity to love, to the expression of love, and you're working on yourself to shine the love outward into all that you do, into your work and into your interactions, you will most definitely get that back. It's like a reciprocity thing. So the more that you shine outward, the more that you get back, and it's just like ever expanding, infinite possibilities, right? Infinite possibilities here. We have the number 49 with the 11th house, community. Community here. This great work extends beyond yourself. It extends into the community that you are surrounded by. And let me see what the 11th house, 11th house astrology, what it means. It's associated with friendships, social groups, hopes, and dreams. It can represent financial success and opportunities as well. And then community. The 11th house can represent community activities such as charity, fundraising events, and humanitarian causes. the house of income as well in Vedic astrology. Interesting. So networking, associations, being in groups. Maybe you'll be starting a group of like-minded individuals, and if you're already doing that, that's amazing. But there's going to be more of you. Like, I can just see you being in this circle of humans, being within part of the circle of humans that exist in this love and above state. And I know there's quite a few of us who are on that train ride to ever increasing like vibrational states right now. And kind of, there's shifts, of course. But I'm seeing that for you and your group, that this love is expanding outward into your communities, into maybe a community that you create. And this is really a joy-filled expression of love, especially if your great work has something to do with networking or connections or artwork or music or anything like that. It's really that work will also show the love and light that's within you. Okay, what else here? We've got the threefold riddle with the number 25. You know what it came into mind just now looking at this? There's the three people there, and it's under the night sky, and I just hear, "We three kings of Orient are." I can't remember the other parts of the song, but it's like the three kings in the biblical sense, and they're all bringing gifts to the one Messiah, the Christ energy. So that's really interesting, because it seems like there's people who are gravitated towards your energy. You do have very Christ-like energy, and not saying that you are Christ, you are Yeshua or anything like that. I'm just saying that all of us have the opportunity to really feel that Christ energy within ourselves and to exude it as well, because Christ was, if we're talking about Jesus Christ, he was the example of unconditional love for the people. And he didn't even have to really do anything. He was just love. And that's how I feel you guys are as well. Okay. Your energy. Wheel of Great Time. Look at this. So the 10 corresponds to the Wheel of Fortune in Tarot. So this is very interesting, isn't it? The Wheel of Great Time. So the wheels are turning. There's a shift. Yeah, there's a shift. You're coming into the awareness of these infinite possibilities when love is part of the equation. Because with fear, it seems very restrictive, and love is expansive. Animal power, we've got the kangaroo, eliminate distraction. So I guess that might be due to, say, if you're trying to create a certain piece of work, or you are working on your great work, something that is really important to you and to how you show up in this world. It's asking you, from the kangaroo standpoint, to eliminate distraction, to really, I can see the kangaroo just kicking away any distractions. Like, get out of here. This is my space, my turn, my time. Okay, let's see. We've got recognition with this beautiful mermaid in the ocean, just kind of resting, relaxing in her own. This is recognition of yourself. So it's not even just like public recognition, though it could be public recognition. You may gain some grounds to like fame and fortune for some of you. And it will be through your art, through your music, through your work, and through the community, because the community is who gives you the money, and money is money is love energy, really. So if you're doing something that aligns to your purpose for being here and to love, then you are going to make more money because of that, and be receptive to money right now. So this recognition too is just recognition of yourself and like how far you've come, recognizing the vast potential that you do have and acting upon it with full faith and awareness that you have this crazy ability to influence others positively. And it's time for you to recognize that in yourself and to bring it into the community. Shine your light, shine your love. And don't be afraid to do it. Oh, we've got the love card here. I love these cards today. This is just it's so funny. It's like everything just is lining up for you in your life. And this year is the year of infinite possibilities and infinite opportunities. There might be a little bit of a shakeup, a little bit of distractions and disruptions, but this is to align you to your purpose, align you to the work that you are supposed to create in this lifetime. So if you're not quite there yet and you are here listening to this reading and saying, what is it, that I'm supposed to be creating, and how I don't have the community around me yet, just be open and receptive to it, because this is your state of being. You are love. You are connected to the Messiah, the Christ consciousness, the energy of unconditional love. And that may start to appear, I'd say, within the next couple of days to weeks, if you haven't already recognized it in certain aspects of your life. Okay, we have passion. Look at this, the love and passion. I'm thinking, okay, this is really interesting, but I don't know why it's so connected to Christianity right now. I grew up Christian. However, I am open and respective. I respect all paths leading to the one. So I started, meditating, and now have a slightly different path. I still respect that Christ energy that comes through for a lot of you out there. And this, I hear the passion of Christ. The passion of Christ. Christ's passion, or Yeshua's passion on this earth plane, was to really connect people to their heart center and to love one another, to not kill one another, to really be brothers and sisters, loving brothers and sisters to each other, to look out for one another, and to love each other, and to love each other's neighbors. So the passion of Christ, it's beautiful. Look at that. And then we have the pearl. Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. So there may have been quite the experience that you went through. To experience this extreme amount of love means that you must have at some point in your life gone the extreme opposite way. As far as the depths have taken you, you are rising even further up in this plane of existence and beyond. And this is going to really connect you to so many more people. You're going to have such loving relationships in your life moving forward. Be open and receptive to that. Clear any distractions, any distracting ideas or old, outdated viewpoints on love and what that looked like maybe when you were younger versus what it is now for you. This is beautiful. So let's see if I can take a few more cards from your tarot deck. You've got, from this tarot deck and this tarot deck, it's like all major arcana cards. This is a huge shift for you. Whoa. Okay. Okay, those three. And I got this little guy here. It just got bumped out. Okay. So we've got, oh gosh, 3 of coins, which again reiterates that this is a community project. This is a community networking event in a sense. Like what you're working on, whether it be a actual work or you are yourself the great work and you're continuing to work on yourself, this 3 of coins is saying you're going to find the others who are also wanting and willing to work on themselves and on the greater community for this serving humanity with humility, with a loving heart. And then we have 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is like a remembrance of yourself. Yeah, a recognition of yourself, like a long lost feeling or a recognition of love. Like you've experienced this love before. However, it's been probably some time. So you're remembering with this 6 of Cups what love is and how it feels. And the 6 of Wands is victory. How amazing is this message for you? The group in pile number 1, you pile number 1, have such a beautiful, expansive energy. You are awakening to your recognition of the self, of the one without a second, the beloved within yourself and within others, because whatever you see within yourself, it's a reflection of what you see also in others and vice versa. So what you see in others, you see in yourself. And right now I can see that you're learning to see very strongly, you're learning to recognize the love within yourself and others. And it's like this reciprocity, this equality, this love and above, beyond what you have ever experienced before. Because like I said, like there was probably a time when you have experienced the deep depths of the soul and it wasn't that fun. And now that rising up, that passion of Christ, that love and expansiveness, it's expanding outward into all of your connections, all of your networks, all of your friends and family and intimate relations. So if you are in a relationship already, this is just like an ever expanding unconditional love between the two of you, which is going to grow and grow as you guys age and love one another more deeply and more. And if it's that you're single, then you're attracting a loving, unconditionally loving person into your life right now by just being you. You don't have to be anyone else because you are the expression of love, embodied within your own being. Whew, okay, that was beautiful. Pile number 1, this is all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading and go down to the comment section to let me know if and how this has resonated for you. I would love to know how this pile 1 has resonated for you. Absolutely. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. And I try to upload like once every week, once or twice every week. I've been doing it probably just once a week now, and just because things have been getting busier on my end. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and no matter what, I just like really am so happy for you all, and I just can feel the love in the expression of who you are. You are love. Remember that. This is a wonderful remembrance, a time of remembrance of who you truly are. And you hold that Christ consciousness, that Christ energy within you. It's beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. This is not your typical love reading, and I have this card for you, pile number 2, the Lover card. This is your significator card, and the light attributes, because this is a archetype card. It says light attributes: great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. And then the shadow attribute says obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion, right there. And then we have this Rhodonite double-pointed crystal here as your crystal. It kind of looks like these cards. Interesting. Doesn't it? Okay, I'll put your Rhodonite over here and the Lover card over here. I do have channeled messages for each and every pile, so I'll start with the channeled message for your pile, pile number 2, and then we'll take a couple of tarot cards from your tarot deck, and we have a couple of cards from this like partial tarot deck that I'll start with, and then we'll dive into the rest of your prepared cards here. Pile number 2, not your typical love reading. Ease of breathing, ease of movement, ease of life when love awakens in the self. I see a childish love, flirtatious, obsessive, impulsive, and passionate. I see your courageous spirit handing a slit of paper to a crush that spills out your heart to them. You're vulnerable, anxious, excited, and a bit worried. Do they like me back? You ponder. You, a sensitive soul, now a bit older and weathered by the turbulence of this world, have guarded your heart due to having loved and lost dear ones of yours. But today your heart is broken wide open, allowing you to feel that childish excitement of love embrace you once again. You breathe a breath of fresh air, move with more ease, because love has softened you up. The hardness of the heart has melted, and love is here to stay. You're bold, brave, and in love once again with the world that once left you feeling jaded and hardened, in love with yourself, in love with another, in love with the experiences no matter the outcome. You feel gratitude for all that has been and appreciation for what is. You are love. And then it says, work with Rhodonite and rose quartz for the next week. Gift yourself something that shows you care about you. Wear pinks and reds. This helps align you with your confidence. Verbalize to someone how you feel about them and be receptive to whatever happens next. And let love be your guiding light. Beautiful. Lover, yeah, kind of like the Lover's card. Choose love, choose love. Yeah, let's see here. I'll start with these 2 cards first, and then we'll move into this. Move. We were just talking about moving into love, and it did say, move with more ease because love has softened you up. And ease of breathing, ease of movement, ease of life when love awakens to the self. So the big heart here, there's movement within the heart. You can see 2 hands holding this heart up, kind of like just suspended in the air, twisting and twirling. And it's kind of like that DNA activation of love within yourself. There's a movement toward love. This is the Chariot card, so there is movement. There's choice. You're making the choice to love and to move into love. And to move towards love. So with those of you who are looking for love, this love is changing, kind of like changing and shifting your DNA right now to the point where you are going to be super attractive to those around you. If you're single, then watch out, because there's going to be people who are like lining up at your door. And it says base chakra with the number 1. So there's chakra cards in this deck too. So with the base chakra, and I think actually this one came up in the first group, if I'm not mistaken, or we were talking about the base chakra or the color red. Oh, it was because they had a different card, but we did talk about the base chakra. And so this is connected to your intimacy, your sexuality, your stability and safety, financial stability as well. Movement toward a more loving and financially stable life. Yeah, this is kind of like your foundation. The base chakra connects with the foundation of yourself. So if there's something that's unstable, or that has been unstable, believe me that there's going to be something that helps to stabilize. And I think it's stabilizing through the heart, stabilizing your life, your love, your intimate, loving relationships through love, through this movement towards love and choosing love. Yeah, because of the Lover card, you're choosing love. Okay, let's get a couple of cards from your tarot deck. This is the Osho Zen Tarot deck. Oh, I think those are 2 cards already that like landed on the root chakra. So let's see, we've got aloneness. That is the Hermit card, and then the 2 of Wands. So we've got the Hermit and the 2 of Wands. So aloneness and possibilities. So for some of you, you have been alone for a little while. You have been seeking love in your relationships and in yourself. So that love, because you've been doing the hard inner work, now the heart there's a total shift, a DNA activation within your heart, within your body. You're embodying this love now, and there's going to be, you're like, the 2 of Wands is making a choice, making a movement towards one of those choices, which is the loving choice for you, and choosing love beyond anything else. So if you've been alone for some time, like say if you're wanting to find a loving partner or have a loving relationship, even if you're in a partnership, then this is like, this activation is happening for the betterment of you and for the betterment of your relationships, and you are going to find yourself in really fulfilling, happy, loving relationships soon enough, if you aren't already. And if you are in a relationship that has been kind of a little lackluster, then this is kind of telling you that you can choose how you act and react in these relationships. Bring out the love within yourself, and you can see how that exudes out of you and onto and reflects. It's like reflected back to you. How much love you give out is how much love you'll get in return. Yeah, okay, we'll take more of these in a little bit, but I'm gonna put these off to the side here. We'll take a look at the other cards. We have the Great Serpent. Interesting, like the shedding of skin. Look at this, it kind of looks like a skeleton. Weird, it's a serpent skeleton. It's like the serpent eating its tail. So there's this big, you're coming full circle, you're coming around, you're moving into a new level. Oh yeah, that's what it is. And this is Ouroboros. So you're moving into a new level. You're shedding the old and making way for the new. There are infinite possibilities now at this point. I'm going to put this down here. Wow. And the serpent, the Great Serpent, oh wow. It just, This is the year of the serpent. If you're watching it in the year of the serpent or the year of the snake, this is the year of the snake. I always think of the serpent as being like a very healing energy. Anyone who has like the snake medicine within them actually has a very healing spirit, and someone who can be a healer of the ages, someone who can heal themselves. Not only that, but heal others. So you may be like starting to work on, I mean, because you've worked on yourself so long, this heart is opening up and expanding into other levels, which could make you a very strong, very powerful healer on this planet. Are you ready to step into that great serpent expression of healing? Whew. Okay. Solar calm with the number 16 with clarify. Solar calm, there's an alignment happening right now. Solar calm, this is like the alignment of all the, didn't we have that recently? Like the alignment of the planets, all the 7 of the 9 planets or 8 planets now. There was an alignment recently, and that hasn't happened for over like, I think it was, they said it was like 200 years or something like that. So, wow. So as of recently, you are experiencing an alignment to love, aligning and moving into love. And then descendant with the number 37 is an invitation to love. I really think that is like a big part of it. So invitation to love. You know what I'm also getting kind of with the number 16 and then the base chakra? I'm thinking like you're refocusing your attention onto some of the structures within your life, just from a practical standpoint, like making sure that things seem a lot more, or are a lot more stable. So realigning to your goals, realigning to maybe exercising more, making more space and time for playing, helping out when you can, and really like taking the time for yourself though, especially just like, you know, going inward with this aloneness. Being alone doesn't mean that you are lonely. Being alone gives you the space to really feel into everything that you are dealing with. And especially if you have some sort of, or had some sort of health issue, I think this is kind of like really the root chakra, like focusing on your health and wellness right now. Like there's something that's like you're restructuring your life, making sure that you are aligned to, you're in alignment with your purpose, you're in alignment with your health and wellness, you are aligning to the things that you love. So anything that doesn't fit that, it doesn't fit that description needs to go. So it's almost like, you know, this is the Tower card, like, you know, anything that doesn't align will fall away, and anyone who doesn't align will fall out of your life. This is an invitation to really focus on you. The deep end with number 51. Yeah, diving deep. It's like that Hermit card again, diving deep. You dove deep into the self. Recognition of like the recognition of yourself, the possibilities that are within you already. And then we have White Lady, Mother of Pearl. Oops, I think that I need to put something over this. Hold on one second. Okay, so I have her. covered now. So this mother of pearl, pearls are made by a little bit of agitation. Pearls are made in the water, the depths of the emotions. I think you're actually like done a lot of deep diving into your emotional insecurities, your emotions in general, and you know what has what makes you tick. You know, there's certain things that you've been working on, the things that may have like irritated you at one point. Look, this is the alignment. So there's certain irritations that have kind of like come to the surface and assisting you and letting them go. Mother of pearl. Maybe you want to work with mother of pearl, like actual pearls. They have a certain energy to them, and I think that it would be really good for you to work with that as well. Not just, what did we say, Rhodonite, which is this one, and rose quartz. Those are two as well that were coming through, but mother of pearl might also be another one for you to check out. We've got the dolphin, open up to emotional healing. We were just talking about the emotions, diving deep into the emotions. The water has a connection to your emotions. It's very fluid. Movement and the heart, it's all connected. It's so beautifully connected. So let's put that there. Actually right here, because there's enough room for the other one. So dolphin, open up to emotional healing. Dolphins are very playful beings. They are playful. They play with each other. They actually have intimate relationships for fun and for pleasure. And I think like you're seeking fun and pleasure in your intimate relationships now, so that it's not so like you know, you want to have someone who you can spend time with, who you enjoy being around. And you don't even have, if you're not like looking for someone like love in a relationship or intimate relationship, maybe it's just like love in friendships and having loving friendships around you, friends who like love to give and love to support you and love to just be around you and have fun with you, and you have fun with them. That's kind of like it's not like, it's interactive, not transactional. That's what I wanted to say. It's interactive, playful, invigorating, and not transactional. Kind of like a, hey honey, I'm home type of thing, but more like, hey, I'm home, let's do something. You know? Okay, let's see what else. We got discernment, using your discernment. More water. This is so interesting because like I was really drawn to some of, we have the Healing Waters deck here. This is a mermaid deck. And then we have this deck, which is not a, it's not a water deck or anything, but you got two cards that are basically water. So very fluid energies. There's lots of emotional movement. So there's shifts within your emotions. There's some healing on a DNA level that is helping you to really be more stable in your relationships. Yeah, and in your emotions. And this will actually help when you use your discernment, like which emotions are playing you and which emotions are not. Like which ones should you listen to versus which ones are actually just there to like distract you in some way. We've got Ghost. Okay, let's see what the other one has to say. But Ghost is kind of like the ghosts of the past. Maybe an ex-lover, actually. An ex-lover, someone who broke your heart. So there's the ghost of the past kind of lingering around you still, and that's kind of probably what some of the emotions are healing on this level right now. This DNA activation and healing, the great serpent with the healing, and you're coming back full circle in response to this healing that you've gone really deep into this healing energy work. And I think for you, group number 2, you have experienced some sort of like health scare at one point, which really shifted you into the direction of healing, if that makes sense. And you have the ability to heal yourself and to heal others. So you are a great healer. And you still may be on the path to healing. Just know that because your heart is mended and mending and moving past the ghosts of the past, now you're ready for true love to emerge. And that's what's going to actually show up in your life. True love, unconditional loving relationships and friendships and intimate relations. And then we got ideation. And that was in reverse. I'm interested to kind of like read it a little bit in reverse because it wouldn't have come out in reverse otherwise. And I think the ideation thing is more like what you thought things would end up like, or what you thought your life would look like. It looks completely different than what it is. And in a good way, because would you want your life to be any other way? If you say yes to that, then okay, so be it. But like, I really think that there's reasons for everything that happens to us. And I can see a lot of like the silver lining and even some of the scary things. Like say if you had a health scare in your life, it could have shifted you out of a really redundant and obsessive compulsive type of obsessive passion that harms others and self-destructive devotion. So it could have been this obsessive compulsiveness and destructive thought patterns that were like bringing you down. And now this is kind of like shaken you up and shifted you out of that. So the ideation is like, it's a shift in your perspective, one from what you ideally thought was going to happen and then what has happened, and just embracing what's happened with a loving heart and realizing that the heart is mending and that you are stepping into a greater alignment of love and loving relationships in your life. And then we have let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. Yeah, we were just talking about that. So let it rain. More water. Water is really refreshing. It's really good for your group. I think if you feel like you have a lot of turbulent emotions still that you're kind of working through, make sure to have like a good support group, support system. Make sure you have, you have therapy, you get checked up by the doctor, make sure all of your blood work is okay. And also, just have your, if you have a spiritual guide or spiritual guidance, if you have a spiritual practice, make sure to do that. And then also with water, take baths and showers, stand outside in the rain if it's warm enough out. Get in a pool of water, just lay there and soak. It really does help with like those turbulent emotions to process them and to clear them out if they are kind of getting stuck in the body. And I think also with the Chariot and the movement, with the movement, even the movement that we were speaking of in the channeled messages, it's like moving through these emotions is really important for you. Be fluid like the water. Learn to listen to the spirit of water in the sense that look at how water can be when it's flowing. It's just so versatile. It's so adaptable. If there's a rock in the way, it just either flows over it or around it. It's like no problem, right? There's no issue. It doesn't just get plugged up and stick there. So move like water. Move with your emotions like water does. Okay, through the riverbeds and through the oceans and everything like that. Just think of it like that. And if you're having a really turbulent, unstable day, an emotional day, make sure to get in a pool of water, or just have the water in your shower just running over you, and let it rain. Like if you need to cry, let the waters run from you as well. There's no problem with that. Sometimes crying is a great release, and not everyone expresses themselves the same way, but if you're someone who does get triggered pretty quickly emotionally and needs to cry it out, then cry it out under some water. Yeah, okay, let's see what else we've got here. Not your typical love reading today, of course. It's not your typical love reading. Okay, we've got sharing and past lives. Sharing past lives. Sharing is, what's that one? Is that the Queen? Is that the Queen of Wands? I have to see. And then past lives. Oh, the moon. Yeah, with the moon card. So let's just take a look right here, because that's beautiful. Sharing past lives. Maybe this is the reason why you've had to dive deep, really, because of sharing like certain karmic relationships with others, and you're here to kind of clear that. Yeah, this is the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands with sharing, which is really interesting because it was saying like sharing the gift of love, really. So she's kind of like this passionate person. So you have this expression of passion within you that you are willing and wanting to share to this world. And you have such a big heart, a big, loving, passionate heart. You are the lover. Your attribute is great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. So it's like you really take that to heart. And maybe that's also why you had to go through this phase of the moon, like the things that you couldn't quite see, and you had a lot of like past life karmic stuff that was showing up after you started to dive really deep. Maybe you have a meditation practice, or you have been working on like loving kindness meditations, or a gratitude journal or something like that, breath work, anything like that that helps to bring you in deeply into the self, into your emotions, to process all of that while you're also processing past lives and past emotions. So no wonder you had to dive really deep. No wonder you had the Hermit card here. No wonder your heart is healing and mending right now, because well, you're ready for it. You're for one, you're ready for love. You're ready for true love. You're ready to like express yourself as this loving being in life, this passionate, loving person who is ready to and willing to give to anyone. Just remember the reciprocity. So equal giving and receiving, right? And it seems like the more that you give through your heart and of your heart, the more that you will receive of that in return. Don't be afraid to open your heart up. Yeah. Weathered by the turbulence of this world, have guarded your heart due to having loved and lost dear ones of yours. But today your heart is broken wide open, allowing you to feel that childish excitement of love embrace you once again. You breathe a breath of fresh air, move with more ease because love has softened you up. The hardness of the heart has melted, and love is here to stay. You are bold, brave, and in love. That's you. That is you, pile number 2. Bold, brave, and in love. You are the lover. You are the embodiment of this loving being. No matter what has happened in the past, it doesn't have to shape your future. What you can do, though, is continue to work through some of the emotional turbulence that has accumulated through this life and past lives. and to continue to work on yourself. Love yourself. And it says, gift yourself something that shows you care about you. This is really important, and maybe you can do that for this Valentine's Day or the upcoming days and weeks. Gift yourself something, maybe even today after you listen to this video. Gift yourself something to show that you care about you. Wear pinks and reds that help you align with your confidence. Yeah, like this lady holding and hugging her heart. Give yourself a big, big hug, pile number 2. You've come quite a long way, and yeah, you're still kind of shedding the skins of the past and like really approaching this world with a new level of understanding, new level of love. And I really do appreciate you guys for showing up and doing the work, doing the hard work and diving deep and, you know, sharing the love that you now know is you. So thank you for showing up like that. I do appreciate you. Oh, okay, pile number 2. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and please let me know what has resonated for you. And also subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Make sure that you never miss a reading from me. I post at least weekly, and I'm trying to do a little bit more, though my schedule has become a little bit more chaotic in the last couple of weeks and months. Anyhow, I really hope you have a beautiful day, and just remember, you are loved, you are loving, and you're loving it. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. This is not your typical love reading, so I hope you have a good time with this. And yeah, pile number 3, this is your card. If you chose this pile, this is your significator card, the student, and it says light attributes, humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. The shadow attribute of the student is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So we'll put that off to the side here. We have this beautiful ruby and zoisite. Yeah, ruby and zoisite. Look how pretty that is. Yeah. We'll put that off to the side as well, so it's with us during this reading. And I have channeled messages for each and every pile, so I'll start with the channeled messages, and then we will read these 2 cards. This is like a partial tarot deck, and then take a couple of tarot cards from your tarot deck right here, and we'll just jump into the rest of the prepared oracle cards after that. Sounds good? So take a seat, relax, sit back, and sip on some tea or coffee, whatever you like. Let's see, we have got pile number 3. So this is not your typical love reading. I am deeply humbled by this life and have a deep appreciation for everyone and everything in my life. Oops, hold on one second here. Let's try that again here. I'm just going to read this, all of this here. So pile number 3, not your typical love reading. I am deeply humbled by this life and have a deep appreciation for everyone and everything in my life. There exists a new knowledge of the self within me. After years and even decades of seeking love and validation out there, I see that it's come full circle back around to me. I am what I seek. I am now and forever a devoted student to myself, to further awaken my awareness to this self, to the beauty way. As many times as I have failed, floundered, become flustered, and forget my true divinity, it lives on, and so I know that all I have to do is humbly accept these fails as gifts from Spirit. They bring me that much closer to Spirit, to the One, to Source, the great Creator, known by 1,000 names and faces, actually infinite names and faces. And is it really failing when one seeks the source of all knowledge, aka God? No. The desire to know thyself is my greatest desire of all, not just to know, but to also love, This earth is a portal to our awakening hearts, and thus to ever increasing loving kindness in all beings. True love is here for us all. And it says, I am deeply humbled at the end. So this says to connect with ruby crystals and the spirit of ruby for the next few weeks. What is one thing I can do today to learn more about myself? That's a good question to ask. And then it says, connect more deeply to the earth. Get outdoors. Do this today, because earth is a portal to love. Earth is a portal to love. And it's a very grounding exercise to just go outside, exercise, sit by a tree, sit just on the lawn, on the grass, or on a rock. Yeah. Connect with the earth in some way, shape, or form today. Let the sun, if it's a sunny day, let the sun enter your eyes. I mean, don't look directly at the sun, but I mean, just like, take off your sunglasses and just, kind of bask in the sunlight for a little bit. Okay. So let's see what your 2 cards are here first and foremost, and then we'll go into your tarot cards for a couple more tarot cards. We have the number 16, which is rebuild. 16 is the Tower card. So this is the Tower card. You got a major arcana card right here. Okay, so rebuild, student, rebuild. And then the number 9, well-deserved reward. What a great, so I think that one is the 9 of Wands. No, the 9 of Pentacles is the well-deserved reward. The 9 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm gonna put this, I don't know where to put this guy. I think probably just right here, because I just decided to put the Rhodonite and the rose quartz in your pile as well. They just wanted to come and play. Okay, so rebuild, well-deserved reward. So it seems like you've been kind of building something or rebuilding your structure, rebuilding your foundation, forever seeking and becoming devoted to yourself. So rebuilding your sense of your sense of self, rebuilding your confidence. That's actually the biggest part here. Is as a student, I think, like, life has knocked you down a few times. Of course, the fails, it said, yeah, as many times as I have failed, floundered, become flustered, and forget my true divinity, it lives on. And so I know that all I have to do is to humbly accept these fails as gifts from spirit. So it's like, these are the gifts from spirit, rebuilding your confidence, rebuilding your confidence. That's how I'm hearing it. That's what we're going to go with right now. So that's great because usually the Tower card is a little scary, but in this sense, there's like, this looks very angelic, and you're holding your heart center right here. Look at the hands lighting up too. So there's something about you having the gift to heal your own heart, to rebuild that space within your heart, to make yourself feel worthy and confident of yourself. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I haven't used these cards in forever, it seems, this deck. So, I mean, I really loved working with this deck before. I just I started accumulating more and more decks over the years, and now, oh man, I mean, I just have to circle back around. Talking about circle back around, that's kind of what that was in your channel messages as well. So let's see what else we got. The 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, this one wants to come through. Ooh, and the 6 of Pentacles. This is really a restructuring, rebuild on a very physical level here. Very physical level. And it seems like with the 6 of Pentacles, you're getting some assistance, and you're able to also be of assistance to others because of what you've gone through. So with this well-deserved reward, that's someone, the 9 of Pentacles is like someone who is confident and self-confident and aware of how much they've grown over time and how much they have contributed. And it's kind of like being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor now. It's not like the Seven of Pentacles where they're waiting around for the fruits of their labor. They actually are able to experience now the fruits of their labor. So they can like sit back and relax and have like this rewarding time ahead. Which is like a very stable, like the Two of Pentacles is a very balanced type of energy. And then the Six of Pentacles, again, just gives me the idea that you are receiving help and you are able to give help. This is equal giving and receiving, equal give and take, equal. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what your other cards say here. We have Earth's Heart. Wow. It's so funny when like these cards actually line up to the channeled messages, because I do the channeled messages and sometimes the cards are already like, you know, shuffled and chosen. Of course, like I don't look at them at all. And this is really interesting though, because like this has popped up for your group, Coverum Terra, which is Earth's Heart, going back to that whole thing in the channeled messages where you really need to get outdoors, you need to get outside, you need to connect with the earth, because the earth is the portal to your heart, the earth is the portal to love. That is a very straightforward that's very straightforward message right now. Not your typical love reading. This is not your typical love reading, as you've already noticed, I'm sure, but this is connecting you to your highest level of love, which also is the embodiment of love right here, very balanced giving and receiving. So equal giving of love and receiving of love. And that love can come in the form of money, of good relationships, of support, financial support, yeah, some sort of monetary, I keep on going, financial and monetary support, like there's wealth, yeah, equal distribution of wealth. There's something that's like equalizing in your life and stabilizing, very stable. Yeah, even though we do have this 16, the rebuild, which is the Tower card, yet I don't feel like it is a Tower moment necessarily. It's like a rebuilding. Yeah, it's like a positive twist on all of this. Like even if you have been frustrated and floundered and forgotten and failed and all of that, you know what? Like as the student, you continue to be humbled by these experiences. You continue to be humbled and to learn from these experiences and to move forward and be devoted to yourself, to your own healing, to your own knowing, to your own seeking of the self, right? Okay, we've got the number 12 with Pisces and sensitize. Pisces, the number 12, so a spiritual connection there. Big, the 12th house is to do with spiritual connection. You're like the most, I think if you are a Pisces, you might see yourself in this group. However, you don't have to be a Pisces. You don't have to have any Pisces placement. It's just showing like that this is part of the energy right now in this card reading, that you're sensitizing. You're becoming sensitized to love. Okay, we have the number 4. These are relationships, your family, your house, your home, yourself, your stability, your hearth. Cancer, immerse yourself. So these are very like watery, fluid-like types of energies that are coming through with Cancer and Pisces. And we've got the fish and the crab, right? So very, and the fish actually reminds me of like, fish is definitely a spiritual connection. That I keep on hearing Christ consciousness, Christ energy, which is interesting because that connects to the first group. So if you're interested in looking at pile 1, you might be connected to pile 1. There's this sensitization that's happening where you are like becoming more empathic and connected to your own heart center and your own self in this whole awakening process. And the number 4 is a stabilization within your own home, within your hearth, within your family structure, within your relationships. So stabilizing the relationships around you, which also means if you've had any issues with relationships in your life, that this is a time when it's going to like become rebuilt and restructured. And I think it's just so positive. It's just a positive feeling right now that I'm getting. And Cancer connects with the feelings big time. Pisces and Cancer are like big touchy-feely people. They feel things that are beyond the normal senses of feeling. And you have probably been called a highly sensitive person in this group, pile number 3. You are likely highly sensitive, and you are likely deeply connected to yourself. I hear to yourself, deeply connected to the self-inquiry, to like knowing the self. That's like your number 1. Yeah, it says, and is it really failing when one seeks the source of all knowledge, aka God? No, the desire to know thyself is my greatest desire of all, not just to know, but also to love. So that is like what you as the seeker, as the student, are doing in this lifetime. And it's like, yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful, fluid, beautiful. Let's see here. We have taking up arms. Look at this guy on the turtle. And Turtle Rock, if you think about like Native American culture, they used to call, I think, the North America Turtle Island. So this reminds me again of earth energy. And there's the 4 arms right here, taking up arms. Interesting, because taking up arms usually means to like protect oneself. And the shell of the turtle is like a shield. So maybe it's like this was what you had to do to feel stable in the past. And it's, let's see what this one is. Burning bush and lineage tree. So look at that. There's like the Buddha right there. There's hope, that the symbol of hope is this beautiful rainbow. Burning bush and lineage tree. So yeah, it's going back to like the sermon on, oh God, it's very connected to the first pile if you're interested in it. But this is going to sound interesting, but it's like talking about in Christianity or in the Bible, the Sermon on the Mount with the burning bush. So those of you who understand that will know, but it was like a miracle that occurred, and there was a messenger sent down to sent down to all people who were there to hear the words of God, really. So, and to see it with their own eyes. So there's this realization that's happening, this hope that's on the horizon for you, that you're coming into some sort of like miraculous awakening of Christ consciousness here, or Buddha consciousness, whichever you prefer, whatever you align with. But there's this self-awareness, this Buddha and Christ consciousness that's coming through really strongly for your group. And it's a lineage. So you know what? Some of you might actually be monks, nuns, or have led a really devoted lifestyle, maybe in any lineage that you go, that you are, whether that be Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism. Yeah, it doesn't matter, because this goes beyond all of that. Like whatever religion that you come to this with, you can use that as a path towards enlightenment. We have the peacock here. Share your true colors. Share your true colors, the true plumage of this peacock. Peacock represents self-expression as well, and confidence again. So rebuilding your confidence, a well-deserved reward through this true expression of your heart, of your Christ consciousness, of yourself. Without being arrogant, because the shadow attribute of, like, you know, the student archetype says arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. I don't believe that that's you guys. I think that you guys have the light attribute, and you have seen what arrogance does to people, what the shadow attribute of a student does. Like, you've probably dealt with some people. I know I have, like in the healthcare world. You know, there were these resident doctors who were still student doctors, right? Who would come in and treat me like a piece of trash. Me as a nurse of many years. And they would treat me like trash. They were completely arrogant and unwilling to really help in any way. It was very destructive, you know, the way that they went about it. And I'm not talking about many people. I'm talking about maybe one or two that I've come across in my lifetime that have really been like this type of shadow attribute of the student. I'm sure you guys have come across them as well. They think they know it all, and they aren't willing to really engage with you because they think they know better than you, and they can't. If you can't learn from the dumbest person in the room, I'm just going to say this, if you can't learn from the dumbest person in the room, then you're arrogant. Then you have that like type of archetype of arrogance. I don't believe that this group does have that. I'm just giving you the perspective of what that would look like and how that is. You can learn from anyone. You can learn from anything. You can learn from all experiences in life and all people and beings in your life. Yeah, and I know that you know this. Okay, we've got contentment. Beautiful. Okay, I like that. I mean, she's just kind of like hugging herself. Yeah, hug yourself. Be content with who you are. You are you. You are unique. You're like the peacock, very unique. Be content within yourself. Learn to be content within yourself, and I think that is what you're working on, right? Ooh, pain, which is upside down, releasing pain. Ooh, sadness. Okay, so it's like the expression of pain and sadness that's come through, kind of, it's like reversing. It's like you're letting that go. You're learning to let go of the pain. You're learning to let go of the sadness. You're learning to let go of the attachments to pain and sadness. Yeah. Okay. And then we got Selkie. Is that a seal? And some sort of beautiful blue being. This says, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. If there's any uncertainty, that you are rebuilding your confidence. So it says, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are, be confident in yourself, learn to, be content with yourself too, and acknowledge and embrace yourself for who you are and the uniqueness of you, because there's no one else quite like you in this world. We all have so many common traits, so many things that that help us to connect to one another, because we all have very basic needs in this life, and all of us can really connect on these levels. Everyone has gone through pain and sadness, and because that you've experienced this on such a deep level, I think you can empathize with people a lot more, and you're a student to this pain and sadness. Actually, the pain and sadness have been some of the catalysts to your self-inquiries, to your ability to love. This is not your typical love reading, so yeah, again, it's whatever's coming through right now. It's like you became a student, a devoted student to yourself, and even through the pain and sadness, I hear play through the pain, play through the sadness. So you were inquisitive enough to point out that you are not the pain, you are not the sadness. Those are states which pass through just like clouds in the sky. And this says, come out of hiding, embrace who you really are. And I'm just seeing this beautiful like cloudy sky, like opening up, and the sun is shining, and that's who you are. You are the sun. That's how I can see you. You are that. You are the sun. You are unique in your own right. Yeah, you are unique, and you are light. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see what other cards want to come out and play today for your group. There's that one, that one, that one, I think. Let's see. Okay. So this one is 5 of Pentacles. So you're releasing pain and sadness and lack. Wow. And then what else? You're the Queen of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords and the Star. Okay. We just said that you were the sun. The sun is a star. Oh, wow. And the Queen of Swords is someone who has used their mind to be able to like detach from the pain and the sadness and the loss and the feeling that you're like alone in all this. So the Queen of Swords is someone who uses their discernment to really cut through the illusions of this world, and you're stepping into this, like everything right now is aligning you to this star quality. You are learning to love yourself so much, and learning to come out and shine like the star that you are. And honestly, if you are this student that and you're connecting with this archetype of the student, then you're humbled by this, right? So you may actually be like, who, me? No way. Yes, you are the star. You are the star of your life, and you are someone who people look up to because you've done so much self-inquiry, so much digging and diving and failing and fumbling and all that, but also like leveling up each time. And people have seen that you've shifted and changed through the years, and now when they look at you, they see this shining bright light, someone who is humbled by the experiences that they went through in life, and they're attracted to you. So if you are looking for love, you yourself are beginning to love yourself so much that you are attracting others to yourself. And this means greater loving relationships and on all levels. If you're in a relationship, intimate relationship already, then this means like deeper levels of love and understanding between the two of you. And if this means, if you're single, this is like you've done so much work on yourself that you're going to now connect with people who are also just as loving and as lovable as you. So there's no need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure, like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen soon. Yeah. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. Yeah. So I think I'll just end at that, pile number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and go down to the comment section. Let me know if this has resonated for you, and how it's resonated for you. And I really hope that you have a lovely next couple of days. Happy full moon today if you're watching it, and otherwise I love you all, and I'm glad that you are seeing your star qualities and star potential, and seeing the love within yourself, and how you can attract other people who are also that loving and lovable, just like you. Thank you so much. Jai Ma. Bye for now.